wanted to take a little break from the tech today. You know, kind of an impromptu stream. Had a lot of energy, wanted to just hang out a little bit. Figure we'd try some random game out of my backlog. What we have via Bounty Train. Pretty much I have a list of games in my catalog that I flagged at some point as like want to play. I just went to that and the top one was Bounty Train, so I figured why not throw it up and take a look and see what that's all about. Never played it. I think I've seen a little bit about it, but barely anything. Definitely not enough to know or remember. Why don't we go ahead and just start up a game? Let's see. Everything looks good. Yeah. I think I'm in a good spot where I won't block anything, but we'll find out. Okay, so let's just literally jump right in. We'll do it campaign, normal. Just see what happens. We'll play for a little bit. Probably won't be too long of a stream, but we'll just hang out a little bit, try it a little bit. If I like it, maybe I'll revisit it. Maybe I'll play it off stream. No idea. But as far as I remember, it's kind of like a survival, real-time strategy, plus like economic simulator kind of thing going on. So we'll see. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Okay. Left click a character to speak with them. This is Jeremiah. Good afternoon, Walter. My name is Jeremiah Sullivan Black. I used to take care of your father's legal concerns. I'm the one who addressed you regarding his unfortunate demise. Ask about our father. You notice said nothing of what exactly happened to my father. I wish to know the details. I myself do not yet know all the facts, but I suspect his grim fate was a consequence of his trade. He was murdered on the very same railroad he spent so much effort to construct. You and I have long struggle ahead of us to finish what he started. Let's ask about the railway company. Your father was a stockholder of the National Pacific Railroad Company, same company that's building the first transcontinental railroad intended to connect the east and west coasts of the U.S. It's a major governmental project, correct? Yes, according to your father's vision, the railroad should be short and relatively inexpensive to construct. However, his associate, Mr. Cornelius Tilbernard, plans to construct a lengthier route to blow expenses and secure greater financing from the government. That seems logical from a business standpoint. The company would receive substantial profit, wouldn't it? True, but if the railroad construction takes the longer route, it shall traverse Indian lands, inevitably causing confrontations and bringing death and suffering to many. I'm talking hundreds or even thousands of victims. I require your help to avert this. Let's not waste time. I appreciate your business sense. Right now I need you to deliver a cargo to Mr. Quincy, who is a clerk in Boston. He will help us with the license we need to travel the Boston-New York line. In exchange, I promise to help him with the shipping. As for the Portland-Boston license, I've already taken care of it. Let's see. When I get to Boston, where do I find Mr. Quincy? Sure. Curiously enough, you can find City Hall officials in the City Hall if you happen to visit during working hours. Am I correct to assume that I have to transport the cargo using the Rattler train standing at the station? Sure. Yes, you're correct. It may not be the most powerful locomotive in the world, but I trust it will serve long enough. I've also managed to procure a small cargo carriage for this enterprise. Let's see, my father ran an enormous railroad enterprise. Why are there difficulties with carriages and engines? Should we not have access to more powerful and robust locomotives? That is a good point, mate. Upon your father's death, his former associates conspired to secure their grip on his stock. I had no choice but to freeze his assets to buy us enough time to settle these legal matters, so we could confront this band of traitors. We'll have to be content with what we got. I understand. I'll get started right away. Alright, we got a little map here in the middle. Okay, so yeah, so we have the whole continental US, it looks like. So we can do Portland to Boston, so we can unlock this here. It's $50. You need a license to use the railroad. Do you have one? I have a license. And we can left click the city to get to our destination. Okay. Let's see, with Boston, we have how many miles it is. Auto visit. Auto buy coal. Click the travel button to start your journey. We have time, estimated arrival, how much coal's needed, the consumption rate. I think the game's a little loud here. Let me turn that down a little bit. The music's a little aggressive, I think. That's a little, just a tad aggressive. Alright, that should be better. Alright, we'll click the travel button to start the journey. So this is like random encounters while the train's traveling, maybe. Alright, so we have commercial contracts available at the City Hall of Portland. So, Walter, I hope your delivery to Mr. Quincy's going well. In the meantime, I've been speaking with the clerk from the City Hall of Portland. I've assured him that you are the person he can count on, and the city is prepared to offer you some commercial contracts. This should help us to earn money for our venture. If you fail, it'll be at the expense of your good reputation, and they may no longer consider your services. Do not let me down. Regards, Jeremiah Sullivan Black. Let's see, so we can click on some buildings to visit. So we need to go to the City Hall, right? Albert Quincy, here we are. Are you Mr. Quincy? Mr. Jeremiah Black instructed me to deliver some goods to you. The cargo has arrived, feel free to unload it. Splendid. My friend Jeremiah has not let me down. You don't seem to be from around here, young man. I haven't seen your face in the city. I'm just an employee. We'll say the truth, why not? We're Walter Reed. My father used to hold major stock at National Pacific. I'm here to figure out what happened. Yeah, I heard about this grave occurrence. Please accept my condolences. Hope you shall be able to figure it all out. In order to help you, I can provide you with Boston cargo contracts. They're quite lucrative. Sounds great, thank you. Mr. Black asked me to fetch the railway license you agreed to give us. Sure, here's a license to travel between Boston and New York. Mr. Black only has to sign it, and then you can use this specific railroad. Send him my regards. Okay. We can speed up time. Do we keep speeding up time? Can we see, we click on us, can we see about us? So we got stats, strength, agility, intelligence, health, what's this experience, a ranged and melee weapon, inventory, active abilities. Okay, so I'm guessing it's kind of open now. We have to go back to Mr. Black to get that signed. Can we like try to make money along the way? Can we like talk to these people? Who's this guy? You know what this is, will do you? Stack of papers. Not just any papers. Gaiety's medicated paper is my invention. It's set to change the way we do about our sanitary business. Say you wouldn't happen to own a locomotive, would you? Stop beating around the bush, old man. What do you want? Missions. Let's see, I need someone to deliver a shipment of my latest invention to Cleveland. If it proves popular there, my paper's fame will spread across the country. I'll pay you well for your trouble. I mean, some other time, because we can't, yeah. One, we don't have the cargo space, and two, we can't get there yet. Okay, hold on. So we finished your father's lawyer. It's his first trip. Arrive in Portland, give the license to Jeremiah so he can sign it. I thought we did that. Is that not what we did already? Am I missing something here? We have the Boston, New York Railroad license. How do we give the license to Jeremiah so he can sign it? I would love to do this. I really would love to do this. Deliver food to Portland, so these are contracts. Am I supposed to take a task? Is that what he wants? We have to go back to... I guess we'll go to Portland. Deliver 3 units of food to Portland. Did I miss something? Is there a log, current tasks, events, reputation, the journal? Is this... Yeah, it says, arrive in Portland, give the license to Jeremiah so he can sign it. As reward, you get a license. Ask you to deliver cargo to the city. So do I already have cargo? Is that the problem? Oh wait, Albert. Oh, yeah. Just me being really dense. It's telling me to go back to Jeremiah because he forgot to sign it. Okay. I feel silly. Okay, so back to Portland. Okay, so we can adjust how much coal we're consuming to make it longer or shorter. Well, we actually have a delivery, so we want to do that in 2 days. We don't need to be there super fast, right? Let's talk to Jeremiah. Is everything okay with the cargo? Sure is. I got a license for the Boston, New York Railroad. Good. Now the way to New York is open. We need to get there together. And believe me, riding in a cargo carriage is not the way. Time to get money for a passenger carriage. How do I earn money? 2 ways you can earn money. You can either accept contracts from City Hall, or you can buy and sell goods in different cities. Let's learn about the contracts first. That seems easiest. Let's see. Officials in each city's town hall, each town's city hall, can propose different contracts for you to apply for. Usually they'll ask you to transport goods for a fee. Yeah. Certain goods they need for the city. If you buy those goods elsewhere, then bring them, you'll earn a good amount of money. How about trading in the market? Every city has a market where you can buy and sell goods. Prices for the goods depend on what's produced and consumed in the city. Varies location to location. In order to keep up with market prices, different cities consider subscribing to their local newspapers. You can do this in the post office. I can go to the market. Okay, so this is how we see what's... Okay. I see. Medicine, coal, tobacco, and oil. Alright. We don't want to do any of that right now. Do I go to City Hall? Yeah, so okay, so let's wait until day. And then we can turn in this contract. Alright, talk to... I'm here concerning the delivery of food to Portland. Here you go. Have a nice day. Okay, so cool. So that's how we do the contracts. Let's click all these off. So we need $400. I mean, we already did that. Cool. Here's money for the carriage. That was easy. We need to get a passenger carriage, a small one. Where do we get the carriage? There's a depot where you can buy carriages and locomotives. If your train is broken, it can be repaired there as well. Thank you. Alright, depot button. So we need this one. So we just slap it on there. It's like blam. Blam. Okay, talk to Jeremiah again. Yeah, we got the passenger carriage. Okay, so we're going to New York. Let's see, is there anything we can double up? Can we do a contract here? So this is deliver to Boston. We'll just do contracts for now. Keep it simple while we're doing the tutorial. Alright. Tobacco to Boston. Can we not? How much can we carry? So we can do 5. So why couldn't we do these as we don't have a good enough reputation. So we can do the tobacco at the same time. So we have 5 and 6 days. That's plenty of time. So Boston. Okay, it's gonna take us longer now, I think, because we're heavier. So we have 5 days. We'll go slow. Use as little coal as we can. Oh, monthly report. What's the contract's net profit, net loss? I feel like we should have a net loss there because we kind of bought train carriage, right? Okay, so City Hall. Wait. City Hall. Here's the tobacco. Here's more tobacco. All right, $300. So is there, like, can we talk to people? Does anyone else need to go? This guy needs to go to Portland. Oh, sorry. What about this lady? Utica. No, we're not going to Utica. I didn't think I should have checked that in Portland to see if there's anyone else who wants to go to New York. I think we have a level up, but we'll just keep going for now. So yes, we have the paperwork. So to New York. Okay, we don't know what's at New York, so New York has some kind of industry building there that we're not aware of. How much coal do we have? Okay, we can see it down here on the bottom right, coal consumption, and it looks like it also shows here. So yeah, we'll take our sweet time. Let's see, I go to New York. I have an urgent letter to my relative who lives in New York. Can we deliver it? I think we could do that. Task is urgent. You have almost no time left to reach the station. Go as fast as you can to finish this. Click a character to select them. To begin shoveling, right click on the coal. Oh, we can actually control the passengers as well. Interesting. Power level. Oh, like all the way. The trains are moving. Oh, we got line of sight and everything. Okay, you can use W. Distance to destination. Okay. What's all this going on? To pass turns without damage, reduce speed according to the limits. Oh. Obviously trains don't slow down so quick. Oh, we have a brake. Oh, okay, so that's... Oh. Use the brake handle for emergency stops. Okay. Hold the power level. Okay. I think I get it. Oh, there's a lot going on with moving the train around. Use the boost valve to temporarily increase the... How's that gonna... Okay, so that doesn't impact the pressure gauge. It actually looks like there's a lot more to this than I expected it to be. Can we... Of course we can toot the whistle. Okay, cool. Well, now we know how to control the train. That's good. Let's see, your reputation affects the type of tasks available in a city as well as payment. So now we can talk to Jeremiah. Now we need to go and get the paperwork in order. Meanwhile, I would strongly recommend visiting the post office to subscribe to the local newspaper. New York's a very big and important city, and this subscription will give us crucial insight to the city's economy. I guess I should oblige. That was the post office. Ooh, gunsmith. Post office. I'd like a subscription to the New York Market News. $18 a month. Okay, so you have to balance your subscriptions as well. Let's ask more about the newspaper subscriptions. Let's see, supply and demand's fluid, even within individual cities. Subscribing to newspapers allows you to keep track of prices and availability of goods in those cities. You can see a list of available locomotives and carriages in the depots as well. Okay, yeah, we'll buy a New York subscription. And we can unsubscribe as well. Okay. Deliver Jack Goodman. Here's a Jack Goodman. Yo, here's a letter. Cool. 50 bucks. Is the West as wild as they say it is? Get your shares from Jeremiah. Everything's in order. Here's your 4% of the company shares along with some money. Walter, now we need to find your brothers and sisters. They have shares as well. We have a powerful and ruthless opponent. His name is Cornelius Tilbernard. Can I just call him like Tilbernard? It has to be Tilbernard. He will try everything to get the shares before we do. Now you have your shares and your locomotive. Is there anything else I can do for you? Do we know where the siblings are? Robert was here a few weeks ago. He was going to Buffalo. You could catch him there. Who else owns shares? That's a good question. Brothers and sister Pearl own 4% each. Several robber barons, including Mr. Tilbernard, own shares as well. In addition, 30% of the shares is distributed amongst various small owners. Who is this? That's just a typo. They spelled his name wrong. It's supposed to be Cornelius Tilbernard. Who's Cornelius Trillband? Oh, okay. It's us not being able to say the name because the name is silly. I got it. Clever. Tilbernard, Walter Tilbernard. He's very powerful, businessman on the outside, and a heartless criminal on the inside. He owns shares of the National Pacific Railroad Company, wants to get full control. We need to hurry if we want to beat him to 51% of the shares. So is there like a timeline? Is there like a countdown clock where we lose? Oh, I think there is. Okay, this guy is cartoonishly evil. Look at this guy's face. This is the like Disney cartoon villain kind of thing going on here. Time options. Time forward button advances game time until 1. A day passes, 8 hours passes. Okay, so we can customize what the time skip does. Oh, we can zoom in and up. So we have the newspaper. How do we check the newspaper? I feel like that's important. That's not under events. Let's see. Economy, maybe? Okay, yeah, perfect. So we can see, well, we can already see this information, right? So we know Boston. Oh, okay, cool. So we can see what the sell and buy prices were when we last visited there. If we have the newspaper, we can see it live. Got it. Interesting. So what else? So, like, obviously we gotta check the gunsmith. It's a weapons store. Oh, we actually physically just have the shares. What do we have right now? We have a bone knife. And we have a Smith & Wesson #1. Get a Derringer. Oh, that's like an old, like, not a break action. It's before that time. Bore loaded? A bore loaded pistol? Is that what that is? Am I saying that right? If I have the right thing? So we have a carbine. Maybe let's wait on like buying guns and stuff until we actually like do combat and see where we're at. Ooh, we can borrow money from the bank. Let's see, stations. We can get information on passengers who want to reach another city. Open around the clock. No passengers. Okay. We can talk to. Oh, this is the guy right here, right? This is the arrival, right? Step away. I'm much too busy to be speaking with a low-life railroad hustler such as yourself. Well, now, screw this guy. Hello, stranger. My name is Andrew. Hard times. I'm looking for a job. Services will cost $2.65. Seat in a caboose carriage. Well, what can this guy do anyway? So we can't hire him, but okay. We can get more crew that way. They're just random guys here. What about that Ulysses? This grant. Let's see. What do you want from me? Nothing. Just wanted to know that I admire the courage of every single Union soldier. Okay. From Park. Alright, so these are just guys looking for jobs. Passengers and train. So yeah, we can only have one crew right now. Where here's the depot. So a small caboose gives us crew member slots. An extra small caboose will give us one crew member slot. Another passenger carriage. Okay, we can see the health. And we have the market. Okay, well first let's look at contracts here in City Hall again. We'll just kind of start there. So we can deliver 4 units of tobacco to Washington. So call up to Portland. We can't. We don't have the reputation for that, and we can't access Washington. 9 days and 22 hours. We're even. Buffalo. So we need to go to Buffalo, Cleveland, Detroit. How much if we wanted to? Ooh, $300. Slices are expensive. Okay, let's ban this bot real quick. Sorry about that. Remember, drink water. Okay, where were we? So I'm assuming there's ways where we can get licenses without paying for them. I think for right now we should just learn a bit more going back and forth between New York and Portland and seeing if we can make some money that way. Maybe learn a little bit about the combat. Okay, let's see what we can buy. Well, first let's check the economy. So the selling price, that's what we want. Yeah, so Portland, this was only a day ago, so this probably hasn't changed that much. So production, consumption, and contraband. I'm assuming production means it's producing that, and that production's increasing. Yeah, that makes sense. And then consumption, down arrow, means that's being fulfilled. Is this how many units they have? Okay, so right now if we look, so New York, what are even the goods we have here? Oh boy. I can't really tell like what's produced where. Is that all that the up arrow showing? It's just showing like this is produced here, this is consumed here, and like that's it. Flat across the board. I'm guessing that's it. That's the only thing that makes sense. It's a pretty simple economic like screen here. Oh, we should also check our level up. Let's see what we can do with that. We get a perk at level 2. We can get Kung Fu. Chance to evade ranged attacks. We can get Gunslinger 2, which increases the duration and the rate of fire when it's active. And Strength 1, each strength point increases character health, melee damage, and throwing range. Throwing range. Just like throwing knives. Like dynamite. Should we be swole? Should we just go max swole? We'll go max swole. Oh, we're at level 3 too. So you keep the last two. Agility reduces ranged weapon reload time and increases evasion. Let's do Kung Fu. We'll do a little defense. Do a little strength, a little defense. We're level 4 already. Okay. So we get more strength. Knowledge of human anatomy will increase the character's critical strike chance in melee combat. We're just gonna go swole. I'll go back to the gunsmith. I wanted to see, are these, okay, so these are just knives. Small hand grenade, not dynamite. It's not dynamite, but yeah, that's pretty cool. We don't have money to waste on grenades. We really don't right now. We're still trying to figure out how to make money. Oh, if we just go to the market tab, we can actually see. Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, yeah, so I'm assuming New York produces coal and it produces tools. And so let's see, where is, yeah, because that's clearly the lowest. Well, New York coal is, I don't want to buy coal, but tools. Where can we sell tools? So in Portland, we can sell tools for 142 bucks, and we could buy them here for 71. That makes sense. So how do we buy these tools? So if we look here, we'll buy. Okay, so we can buy if it's like a special good price. A production rate 1 per week. So if we try to do that with like cloth, production 1 per week. Okay, so every item has production, so like weapons. Profitable trade. Why is it saying weapons? Weapons and ammo do not smoke nearby, prohibited in some cities. Weapons. Oh, okay, so we really need to just like check stuff. These arrows are not really a good thing to point out. Okay, yeah, so let's go back to that whole economy tab so we can really see. So what has a good buy price in Portland? I think it's the weapons. I mean, buying for $37 and selling for $150, that's like a huge margin. I don't think anything else is even close to that. It's not contraband. It's contraband in Boston? So does that mean like if we go through with the contraband there'll be problems? We'll find out. So yeah, 2 tons per piece. So 10 tons. Flammability very high. Yeah, I wonder why. Let's just go, we'll go all out. We're just go all in on weapons. All in on weapons. And then we're gonna head back to, we wanna go to Portland. $7 days. So we need a caboose carriage, we need to hire a train guard, and we need to go to Buffalo. So that's our current main quest here, but we'll make some money heading to Portland. We'll go slow. Let's see if we have issues in Boston. Okay, so you just completely skip Boston. Alright, cool. I mean, it's to Portland with no issues. So now we go to market. Yeah, that's still really good. Move all the weapons. No. Oh. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a ton of profit. Ooh, that's juicy. Okay. Let's continue doing some of that. This person's name is Purple because she's a passenger. She wants to go to Boston. Sure. You can go to Boston. Mary Douglas, sir, please do not stare at me like that. My fiance is a skilled gunman who's taught plenty of men in this city a lesson for disrespecting me. Sorry, ma'am, I didn't mean to bother you. Post office. So we have one passenger going to Boston. Right? Boston? Yeah, Boston. So let's see what we can do to try to make some money. Well, first we'll do contracts. We can deliver tobacco to Boston. Well, see, it's interesting because doing the contracts gets our reputation up, but we can arguably make more money if we were doing buying and selling from the market, right? The up arrows, I don't know, the up arrows just seem kind of confusing to me. I don't know if that just means prices are rising and prices are falling. It's just because the labeling of production consumption is like a little confusing. I may have to look that up just to confirm, but yeah, that's a little confusing. So doesn't look like there's many good trades between Portland. I'm looking at New York, Portland, and Boston. Let's see. No, not really. They say the tobacco's not too bad. I think tobacco's our only chance, so we'll take a contract because we'll get more than just doing the tobacco, I think. And then we'll go ahead and we'll buy an additional tobacco just for ourselves. Can we move like Martha, like over there? Okay. Back to Boston. Going back to Boston. So we need to get there within 4 days. Oh, we're running out of coal. Oh yeah, we should check coal prices and see if maybe we should buy coal before we leave Portland. Coal? So the coal is, oh yeah, it's cheapest, wait, buy price. Yeah, it is cheapest in Portland. How much coal? I mean, we have plenty of cash around. We might as well just load up, and then we won't have to worry about it for a while. I'm assuming there's also going to be like the weight, the total weight. Yeah, let's see. Current and maximum weight limit includes locomotive, carriages, cargo. Overloaded train can't move. I wonder if the heavier the train is, the slower it goes. Just in general, aside from just like completely stopping your train from being able to move. Yeah, that time doesn't look like it's changed much, so we'll still go slow. Pretty uneventful so far. We're just doing some nice trading and passenger work. Do we just get the money? Oh yeah, we just get the money. Cool. So, City Hall. We would like to, here's the tobacco. And then we'd like to sell our own tobacco. Yeah. A little bit of profit. We're up to $1,000. Can we buy, let's see. Is this the same? Yeah, that's the same train. Engine. Ooh, medium cargo carriage. Ooh, there's more stuff here. Did not realize that. Should we just get the small caboose? So we can get 2 crewmen? Plan for the future. Just grab that now. I think we just grab this now since we have such a surplus of the monies. Yeah, we'll slap that in the back. We'll buy a small caboose. There we go.